and to another video, Gabe RPG TV. That's what you're watching. And this lesson is going to be all about speed, playing fast. So there's a lot of things involved, a lot of techniques and things that will be talked about, or that you probably will hear: economy picking, sweep picking, alternate picking. It's hard to do in the position I'm sitting in. But either way, playing fast is a huge thing, at least if you're into heavy music, or just, you want to try and do something flashy, just something cool. And all that is from the elbow, like I talked about in one of my previous lessons. It comes from that movement. Basically, I would say when you're almost like you're striking away from yourself. Is the movement. And I'm holding also the pick. The angle of the pick, how much you allow from your hand to the string, that makes a huge difference. And the angle, how I'm striking, it's basically like I'm using a knife to cut at the strings, kind of using that technique. The way the pick is facing, the very tip of the arrow is coming away from the strings. And I'm only allowing a tiny bit of the pick. Another thing is I have one of my knuckles touching the string. These are all kind of ways to kind of keep that timing as far as like how fast you're going, because when you don't have a way of keeping time, that's what really throws out building speed. It makes it more chaotic. See, if I wasn't using it, it wouldn't be so fluid. So, it's a little harder to keep that nice continuous motion when you have the tiny little breaks in between. So, once again, like I said, it comes from the elbow, the speed. In which I'm hitting down, back and forth. Almost like a seesaw motion. So, initially it doesn't sound fast. Set a pretty general good speed, but not like super fast. Once you start adding those trills in, that's when you start really hearing the speed. And also for strikes, as far as chord. And of course, this is for mainly heavy music, or fast music, whatever involves speed, anything that you're wanting to play fast. That didn't sound normally as fluid as normal, but I'm still really getting used to these newer techniques as far as, the proper strumming technique. Because like I said, I think in the last video I talked about how even up till most recently that I was strumming wrong, and I would just get so tired just by using my wrist. I was just using my wrist as opposed to using my actual from the elbow, striking from the elbow. I can do that pretty much all day, as far as, I don't know, like I said, when I would just try to use my wrist, I would get tired really fast, and I always was just like, why can't I play as fast as these other guys, or, what's holding me back? And, after just kind of spending some time re-examining how to play, and just doing research, watching videos, sitting through videos about talking about strumming techniques, and that's basically where all this comes from. It's not just like, something I woke up, I'm doing this wrong. Definitely a lot of time and research has really gone into all of these techniques. Learning from other musicians, other guitarists. So just passing them on to you, this knowledge, I hope it helps anybody who's really wanting to learn how to play fast. This is where it starts. It starts in your attack, and also just how you're holding your pick, the type of pick. I find the ones that are more rolled on the edges don't allow you to have nearly the control that a precise kind of tip does, and that's what these allow. These are the Fender ones. They just ask for the Dorito picks. That's because that's exactly what people say they look like. They look like a Dorito. That's what really helps me have that more precision, striking, and just within my trills. More than any other pick I've ever used over the years. I've always was looking like, what's going to help me? And I didn't actually play with picks for a long time. I always thought that my fingers were going to be the end-all to be-all for speed, but turns out that's not the truth behind it. So, yeah. So hopefully you can work on this technique, get it down, get it in your arsenal, and, start playing fast. Without getting tired. Alright, join me in the next video for more guitar lessons with accessibility. Like, subscribe, and comment.